Hey guys, what is up? This is your host Shreyansh aka the Pods Guy. Welcome to the channel. Today we have this very special guest with us who is in fourth year of his engineering, and in his fourth year itself he has got offer from Amazon. And in this video he'll be sharing about what all things he did, what was the roadmap that he followed, and he'll be guiding you towards what things you should do in order to get into such good companies. So stay tuned till the end, and I hope you like this video. Welcome Ritesh to the show, and first of all, congratulations for your offer. You have done something which is like a dream for many aspiring computer science student to grab a offer in product based company, and you have done that too in your fourth year. So how does it feel, first of all?
First of all, thank you. And it really feels good. When we enter a college in a first year, like we aspire to get placed into very good companies, and we have some range package, like we want to get above 15, about 20. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is one of my those dreams. So it got fulfilled. So I'm really happy and I'm really excited to work here. So yeah.
So what role you have got in Amazon?
Okay, so I got a SD role. SD currently I'm an SD intern, and after getting the full time, I will be converted as SD1.
Okay, that's nice. And so before moving on, my first official question to you would be ki, how was it your journey started into software engineering field, like the day you wrote your first line of code hello world to the day you got into Amazon, how your journey has been?
Okay, so I was interested. Like I will start from the very starting when I was in class fifth. So I was not interested in computer science because I don't have any computer at my home. So
Yeah.
I have a love of cars. So I aspired to become an automobile engineer. But later I figure out that physics is not my cup of tea. So I just got scared with that. And I in class eight, in my neighborhood, I had one friend, so we used to play GTA Vice City there, like every childhood, every
Mhm.
child in their child age. So what I can say. So I got introduced to the computer when I was in class eight, and I literally got into it, and I used to spend about around 14 to 16 hours in computers only. So later I figured out that C++ is a language from which different operating systems were made. So in my summers, I joined one small coaching class nearby my place, and I learned there C++. It was class 9th summer vacation. So
Okay.
from there, my computer journey started. And in class 11, 12, also I had computer science as my diversified subject. So I learned like half of the things, like program language specific things, I learned in class 11, 12 only. But coming to the main, competitive programming or DSA and all, it started with the first year. So when first year I joined as college, so like I was very confused, like what to do and what not to do. There are so much of things, like different clubs were approaching to join them and all. I participated in few of them, but it didn't. I didn't like their activities, or I can say it was none of my interest. So I left it, and I started connecting to the seniors on their LinkedIn. So I got to know that there are a few things which were common for getting placed into good companies, or I was not aspiring to get placed in a good companies, but like kind of things which were common there, which taught me, like DSA is very common, and CSE fundamental subjects is very common. So I started learning DSA right from my first semester itself. So as I was very comfortable in the language part, like C++ part. So there was a story I like to tell. We got introduced to the E-Lab, if you remember, in the first
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
first after 1 week. So me and my friend Shubham Nandi, we were like not a roommate, but he lives just next to my room. So we used to do that E-Lab, and we completed around 97 or 98 questions, 3 days only. And we skipped colleges for the starting 3 days also. Like it was a new day. Like we first day we went to the college, and after that, 2 continuous 3 days we skipped the college, and we were like fighting with each other, like who will solve more question. And because he was also what I can say, like Java developer, not Java developer, but he knows Java programming language as he belonged to ICSC board. So like there was a kind of race between us. So after we completed it, so like for the next whole semester, we were free and we used to enjoy when there is a exam for PPS subject. If you remember,
Yeah,
like problems, don't remember the
programming,
name, but
problem solving, something like this.
something like that. A PPS subject was there, so we used to chill and we used to disturb other students, other batchmates which were there in our room. So like this is how my journey started. Like how I wrote my code, first line of code, like hello world. Like it was long back in class 8, and after that I got into DSA, and from second semester I was fully into the DSA and algorithms only. And coming to the specific part, like any domain I pursued it in engineering life, not any specific domain, not like I will not call myself web developer or web developer. Like I kind of explored everything, but the thing is like what excites me is a problem. If you give me a problem and if it excites me, then I can put day and night to solve it. Like it can be front end, it can be app development, anything it can be. So yeah, that's a little bit of, you can say, intro about me.
You're like your journey is quite long with this computer science and all. So my second question would be, those students who like just enter into college, who have no like aim where they want to get into, like they have forcefully taken this computer science stream and they want to pursue their career ahead in it, and they don't know programming and all. Like many of the students in our college were like that. So how can they proceed like to get into product based companies and all?
There is no prerequisite that before joining the college you should know any programming language. There were many friends. Like if I remember, 90% of my friends were from they were preparing for JEE and also they didn't choose diversified as C++ or Java in their 11th and 12th. So they don't have any knowledge of programming language. But they learned it in first semester. Like I believe the first semester course structure is designed for that only. So they learned it at C language in the first semester itself. If I remember, one of my friends, Shubham,
From Nandi.
Shubham, no, Shubham Nandi, not Shubham Kumar.
Okay.
So like they all learned in first semester, and yeah, they are placed in very good company. So there is no prerequisite. Just focus on what they are teaching you in your first semester. It will be a very helpful. And don't run behind any buzzwords like Python and all. First have your basics clear, then you can go switch to any other language.
So yeah, as you said, like go with the flow, study what they're teaching. Like it is designed in a way that you will eventually get there. So is there anything apart from college things, like you should do any specific course or anything, to get ahead of race?
I personally didn't did any course. What I believe is like college curriculum is designed in such a way that you can just you can just follow it and you can just get it there. So the thing is like you cannot expect professors to teach you all the concepts there. You have the curriculum, you have the internet, you have the book, you have to set it and you have to get those concepts in your brain. So professors will not take you and they will guide you. Like spoon feeding will not be there.
Yeah.
So you have to, a complete roadmap is given to you and you have to follow it and you have to go through it. You have to struggle. You have to look for the solutions. You have to do your own R&D, and that's it. That's what I followed. I didn't did any course. I remembered one Coursera course I did, and that too, like it was told by college to pursue any MOOC course. So that I did, and yeah, I don't think it was very helpful for me, but yeah, you can do it.
Like it's not necessary. If you are good in coding, like you can crack any company. Coding DSA and all.
Coding DSA and all, and you can learn it by your own. Like I will say, like YouTube is there. Many YouTubers are there those who are teaching for free, and don't waste your money on different courses, and you will just end up wasting money only. Everything is there on the internet.
Okay, so you knew coding before joining the college. So
yeah,
what was your aim when you got into like first year? As you said, you were like kind of confused what you want to do, how you want to do, like CTC and all. Everybody is like that. So what roadmap you followed actually? Like you were sure like you have to go into product based company from starting onwards, or you changed your mind in third year or like fourth year?
Okay, so when I joined the college, like I was kind of depressed because I was not able to clear JEE. That's obvious. So I used to spend a lot of time on Quera, and even when my friends were like, "Who the hell he is?" Like I used to wake up and I just start scrolling Quera there. So I came to know about different companies, like what are service based companies, what are startups, what are product based companies, and all. So after exploring all the internet stuff and talking to the many seniors on LinkedIn, so I realized that yeah, this is something which I want to go there. And like after the end of the first semester, for me, picture was clear. No, you have to do. I have to do it, and I have to achieve this thing. And for this, I have to do these things along with my curriculum.
Okay. So the next question would be ki, what was it like when you got into Amazon? How was the experience? Like how the people started treating you around? Like you were I remember like you were the only one who got into Amazon from our campus. And how was it like? How how was that feeling?
It was really nice. Like I can say like I was given so much of importance. Like everyone was pinging me, even the professors, which I had a fight with them. They also called me and pinged me there. So yeah, it was a really nice feeling. But if I told you, like after getting the result, like I was talking to the Shubham and Ankit on phone, and I was discussing that it will take 2 3 days, and after that result will came, and suddenly the result came. I was just discussing with them, so I was really excited to know the result. And after that, after half an hour, I was like, I just want to sleep now. So like they there were so many messages and phone calls. I didn't reply to any single of them on the first day. I started replying to them after second day. Like I really went to sleep. Like I took like 17 to 18 hours. I was sleeping only.
Okay. So you're like you grabbed like on-campus placement. Did you try it for
Yeah.
off-campus as well? Like, and if yes, then how different it is from like on-campus placement?
I did try it for off-campus placement. Like many big companies, I did try it, and I got the test link from few of them, like 2 3 of them. The thing is, like in off-campus placement, which I felt is like you have to be very quick, and getting that test link is very difficult. Rest everything is same. What is there in on-campus placement, and what difference? The main difference is getting the test link, which is really difficult. You have to be very. You have your resume should be very strong, and there is some matter of luck also for getting the shortlisted. So yeah, this is a basic difference. Rest every once you get that test link, the level of difficulty is same in on campus and off campus placement.
How does this reference system works?
Referral.
Referral system, sorry.
Okay, referral, like I will say, like if it is very specific to our college, so the main plus point of our college is alumni network. If you open any company and go into people's tab, you will find 10 to 20 pupils of our college working there. So you can just connect with them and ask for the referral. If they find your resume is very good and if suitable for the job ID which you are asking for, they will refer you surely. Like I applied to 70 plus company in off campus, and I got referred to almost 65 plus companies. I got referred by the alumni of our college only.
The rest everything is same, like difficulty level is
Yeah,
same, but
rest,
path is different.
yeah, part is different.
And like what key advice would you like to give to the people out there who are in their first year? What key advice, like they should focus more on it so that when it is last time for placement and all, they don't panic?
Okay. So start learning initially. Don't think that you will end up learning everything in last 3 months or 6 months. It's not possible because the thing is intake of students at SRM is very high. So competition is also very high. So start learning initially. Do basic stuffs, like if you're comfortable in solving 2 3 questions only, do it. Don't compare with others. Like everyone started with scratch only. We used to do it like we also used to think like how this person is solving this question. After going through their code and solution, we also used to get amazed, and we also used to get demotivated also. So stay motivated. and learn. Don't follow any roadmap. Like what work for me may not work for you. I always used to say these things
Yeah.
because every person is unique. You have your own weakness and strength, so analyze it and work on those things. Spend time on yourself and everything will get lined up. But you don't need to worry. Like I received many messages like what is the eligibility criteria and what is all. वही मतलब focus on your goals and have a clear set of goal. Don't let it like after in the third year you will decide what to do and what not to do. Like it will be very late. Half of the train will left the platform and so start exploring yourself and have a clear set of vision after the end of your first year, like what you want to do in your life, whether you want to go for a higher studies, whether you want to have your own startup, or you want this particular set of companies you are aspiring for or preparing for. So have a clear set of goal after the end of your first year. Explore everything in your first year. It's a very long period. 2 semesters are there, like explore everything which you can, and college will help you in that.
Ritesh, like my next question would be, how was your Amazon interview and all stuff conducted? Like from the test, from very starting to test to the videos, interviews and all.
Okay, so Amazon visited our campus in the last October only. Amazon visited our campus in October, and we have to register on Superset. And after that, one test link was given to us, and in that test link, 7 debugging questions were there, 2 coding questions were there, 35 plus MCQ, aptitude MCQs were there, and around 50-60 leadership MCQ were there, which are very specific to Amazon. So it may or may not be there. Like it depends on the role. For non-SDs, tests were different. For SDs, tests were different. And after getting through the test, after initial shortlisting, we were given. We have to give technical round one. So it was also an elimination round. And for me, like the scheduled was 1 hour, but for me it went to 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 20 minutes like that. And after that, again technical round two was there, and again it was again an elimination round, and after getting through this the final result was published. So
There was
one
no
coding.
there was no HR
No, no,
round.
no HR round. So
What was
technical
like
round two was a mix of technical round and what they say managerial round.
managerial round? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what were the questions that were asked in exams? As you said, leadership questions, aptitude, and what else?
Okay, so 7 debugging questions were like you were given some piece of code and you have to correct it. You have to find bug in them. 2 coding question. I cannot disclose a question because I
Yeah.
have signed the NDA. But yeah, it was a straight DSA question only. Long story was given and you have to apply your DSA knowledge to solve it. And the thing is like the Amazon, the questions can be very simple, but passing the test case in Amazon is very difficult because they need a highly optimized solution, and you have to be very good at at thinking the edge cases also. So passing those test cases were quite difficult, which I felt after giving round of many companies. And for technical round, each round has two coding questions, which I have to explain it from the scratch and code it. Again, I cannot disclose the exact question,
Yeah.
but yeah, I will say like it's medium hard level only.
So it is like kind of medium. If you have practiced, you can crack it.
Yeah, if you have practice, you can surely crack it. But the thing is, what I feel when students practice it, like they don't have the clear concept. Like you need to know like why you are using this particular data structure, why you are not using brute force approach, and what's the how you can optimize it, and why you are writing this piece of code here. So the students, what they do is like they used to what I can say that rote learning is there. They just used to get through the code and they just copy paste it there from here to there. So don't do that. But when you come to a technical interview for a big companies, they expect you to explain everything from the scratch. You cannot say like suppose if I give you an example, like suppose you are given a question, add 2 numbers. So Amazon, what does it, like it give you open-ended question, like add two numbers. This is your question. This question will not be in the technical interview, but I'm just taking an example.
Yeah.
Add two numbers is your question. So now you have to start with the requirement gathering. You have to think about all the edge cases, and you have to discuss it with the interview, like what will be the edge cases, what will be the upper bound of the integer, will it cross the int max limit, or I have to take a long int or a big integer. So all those things you have to discuss this with the interviewer. And after collecting all the corner cases, edge cases, and test cases also in my case were not given, I have to generate my own test cases and do a dry run for that. So you have to think of edge cases also. So when you code on online judge like lead code, or when you go for a code chef or code forces, so their test cases are predefined, so you don't think like, okay, this test case is not passing. You will again do some changes in the code and try to run it. But here you will not get so many chances because time is very constant. So you have to think of maximum edge cases in a single go only, and you have to discuss this with the interviewer. So what I want to say is, like, have a clear thorough knowledge of what you are doing, what you are learning, and have a crystal clear concept. Number of questions does not matter. It for someone it can be 500 plus question, for someone it can be 150 questions also. So the concept really matters. How much good knowledge you have about the concept is what really matters. So focus on those things.
Okay. And what all resources you followed while preparing for in this companies?
There is no particular specific resource in my case. Like majorly, I used to code on Lead Code. I did competitive programming for 1 year. After that, I left competitive programming because of plagiarism and all.
Yeah.
So I used to do it on Lead Code, and after that, if I get stuck in some any questions, I used to search it on Google, and there are many resources which come up, many YouTube videos are there. I used to follow them, and if I get the solution, and if I get the knowledge of what concept they are using, I used to learn it, or I used to just skip it and follow any other article which are there on the internet. So there is no kind of specific resource which I followed. Like everything is from different
Mixed up resources.
websites, or yeah, mixed up resources. Like I just focus on the concept. Like suppose if I want to run a Kosaraju algorithm or Tarjan's algorithm,
Yeah.
so where I can find the best resource for that, from where I can learn.
So you
these,
like
this
conceptual
approach I
study. You
followed.
did conceptual kind of
Yeah.
study. Okay.
Yeah.
So and what is like eligibility criteria for placements, on-campus placements in SRM?
Like for Amazon, or
Like for
in
like
general?
product based, yeah.
Okay, for if Amazon, it was around 65% 10th and 12th, and for CGPA, I guess it was 9 plus CGPA, but I don't remember exactly. But yeah, for maximum companies, it was 9 plus CGPA only for
Maximum
all
like
the
product
product-based
based.
companies.
So how much does CGPA play a role? Like we have heard most of, when we were in first year, we heard most of the seniors saying like CGPA doesn't matter, skills matter. So is it, what is the actual, scenario about it?
Both matters.
Skills and CGPA as well.
Yeah, both matters. CGPA, like if I go in a very what I can say crude manner. So what I can say is, you can show your skill when you are allowed to sit on the front of interview only, na.
Yeah.
Like suppose there is a person who is very talented, like he has a lot of skills with him, and he is very good at development, or I can say DSA, but his CGPA is very less. So getting shortlisted for those companies and getting platform to share his knowledge is very like I can say is narrow. So both are important. Have a equal balance of both things. CGPA do play a very important role, because first the initial step is shortlisting only. If you don't get shortlisted, then rest everything is like wastage only.
The CGPA is like a key to a door to all these companies.
CGPA is a key, and after entering to that room, what things you are going to put on the table is what your skill set are.
So thereafter skills matter. So CGPA is like should be the priority.
Both should be the priority. I will not say like CGPA only should be the priority. Both should be the priority, and have a proper balance. Like I will suggest like 9 plus CGPA is a decent CGPA to maintain.
9 plus CGPA.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was your college life? Like what all things you used to do in college? Like how did you used to enjoy as well, or you were just a tech geek?
No. I used to enjoy, like, if you ask my friends, like, I will share you one story. Like, I was not in the hostel for 3 months. So we used to spend time like till 4 a.m., 3 a.m. at the Elliott Beach. So we were three friends. We used to go there. And I'm a kind of a person which like breaking the rules. So in the first semester, I was told that before 8 p.m. you must be inside the premises. Okay, hostel
Yeah.
premises. So I was like, why? I don't want this rule. So after 2 weeks only, we went for an event in the KTR campus, and we planned to return to the main R campus by 9 p.m. But in between, in a train, we decided let's go to Elliott Beach, and we will return in the next morning itself. We will sleep there in the Elliott Beach only.
You slept in Elliot whole night.
We roam, like, we literally roam in a whole Chennai. We first went to Elliott Beach, and their policemen caught us, and they told that this place is not safe. Go to some other place. Okay, so we went to the Gindi metro station. There again, policemen caught us, and they told that, "Hey, listen, this place is not safe. Go to some other place." Okay, so then we went to the Chennai Central there, and we had our breakfast like at 4 a.m. and all, and we returned to the college at 7 a.m. next day. So like these things we have used to do in my college life.
So you were not just a tech geek, you used to enjoy as well.
Yeah, very much. And I was a person in my hostel who used to disturb other students after studying for the CTs. Like, I will end up studying for my CTs, and after that I will just used to roam here and there in others room, and I used to disturb them.
Like Chatur from Three Idiots.
Not really chatur, but like I just क्या कहते हैं लेता मैं उनकी लेता था कैसा बोल सकते
Uh,
हैं
so, so my next question to you is like communication skills. How much does it matter? Like,
Yeah, really. This is the nice question. I will say 80%. So your 20% is skill set and 80% is your
80%
communication
is
skills.
communication.
Yeah, I will rank, because the thing is, like, if you have a very good explosive idea in your brain, and if you're not able to communicate it really well, then there is no use of that idea.
Yeah.
So I think communication skills plays a very important role, and I will share my story in one of the companies. I will not name the company.
Yeah.
It was a super dream company only. I got the offer from that company, and they were hiring for the React role. Okay, so I just filled a form, and I was like, I don't want to go into this company, but my friends were filling the form, so I just filled the form to just have experience, like how online tests were there for on-campus placement. And eventually, I cleared all the tests. Like, there were two technical rounds. Like, first was API round, second was online test coding round was there. I cleared it, and next day in the evening, I got a schedule for my interview, and I was like, I didn't study React in my whole life, and they are it's very specific. They come for only React developers only.
Yeah.
So my other friends were studying for the React, and I was like, जो होगा देखा जाएगा, चलो चलते हैं interview में.
चलो चलते
So I
हैं.
just so I slept, and I just woke up 9 a.m. My interview was scheduled. I just went there, and the first question the interviewer asked me, "Do you have any experience in React?" I said no. So he was like, "Then why you are here? Why you applied for this company?" So eventually, like, it was scheduled for 30 minutes, and we went on talking, and it went for 1 hour. The whole interview went for 1 hour, and at the end, he was most interested in knowing what I know and how I can come and improve what they are building, and how I can use my knowledge to expand what they are building. It was a startup only. So my first technical interview was over, and after 30 minutes, I got a call that my second technical interview was scheduled. तो मैं बोला चलो इसमें भी चलते हैं देखते हैं क्या होगा so like I was not hoping on offer from that company, because I really didn't want to join that company, and I just
Just for
applied,
fun.
and I just for fun, like not for fun, like experience, like how you can
Okay.
tackle interviews and test. So I went there, and he was on SD3, I remembered. So the very first question he asked, in your resume, you have not mentioned any experience in React. So I said, yes, I don't have any experience in React. So after that also, from the interview was scheduled for 45 minutes, but it went for 1 hour, 30 minutes. So like eventually he was also interested in knowing what I know and how I developed this particular solution. Like there were few applications which I developed for the college. One was Odify, and they can, like, users can check in my LinkedIn profile. So like he was really excited to know how I built those solution, how I worked on the backend part and all. And after the interview, he said, if I select you, are you going to work for me? And you have to do a React course, and you have to join our company. I
Hmm.
said, okay, yes. Then my interview was over, and after 3 to 4 hours, we got the result, and I was selected for that company. And I was not really happy because of CTC into two rule. I was not in a mood to join that company, and my friends told me that you got selected. I was like sleeping that night. So after waking up, okay, I said, okay, good.
Good. Then you left out.
I left out. And yeah, this was so. I think that communication skills really matter, and how you communicate, how you present your idea, how you grab others' attention towards yourself and towards your pitch is really important. So I think your students must focus on this skill, and for this, do a simple thing like we have BSc courses and we have a zero credit subject like Indian
Yeah.
art form and all. So what I used to do is like I used to do a presentation in those subjects. Yeah, I remembered in Indian art form, I presented 3 presentations deliberately. Like I was asked to do only one presentation, but I asked the permission and I did 3 presentations there. So like I want to explore that how you can grab the audience attention, like what they want to listen and what you are delivering. So you will get the idea there, and your stage fear will not be there. You can talk to any persons around you for an hour, like I can do.
Yeah. So like communication is important so that you can effectively throw out your
Communicate.
ideas.
Yeah, communicating what you are thinking is really important, I think.
Yeah, because most of the people think that we are going for a software role. We just have to sit code. Why
No,
the hell
no.
does
And
communication skill important is
another thing
important?
is like there is a miscommunication. By communication, they think that vocab is very important, grammar is very important. No, your communication language must be very simple, and you must be clear in what you are delivering and what you want to deliver. And you must also be very attentive to what others are responding to your deliveries. So these things matter in communication. I personally think.
So not like too much high level, but yeah, moderate.
Yeah,
Moderate is fine.
yeah, moderate is fine. Yeah.
So yeah, like we had so many clubs in our college, and
Yeah.
we no, like most of the activities we used to happen in our college. So how
Okay.
actively you used to participate in clubs and all, and is it really important to get into some kind of technical club, or without it also your life can you can go on.
Uh, I will say like this depends on you, like an individual. So when I came to the college, like I had a very good exposure of communicating to the people because I was a student. I was a student council member at my school. So we
Okay.
organized different events, and it was a national events. So from 11th throughout my 11th and 12th, we organized different events like technical events also, cultural events also, and various technical activities also. So I had the kind of exposure, like what to do and what not to do, and what things are there in clubs and what they do and how they do. So I did participate in few of the club activities, but I end up leaving them because I didn't. I think that those activities were not helping me in the way I wanted. So I opened my own lab, a Grim Lab. There we selected top 25 students of the department, and initially, like when we opened in Feb 2020, we opened, and in March 2020, lockdown was there. So that lab was completely dead. For the initial few months, we worked on few projects. One of my projects was OD5, which was proposed to be the lab's activity, like lab project, but none of the students ended up showing their interest in that. So we kind of closed that lab. We didn't have much activity. So this was my club participation, as you asked. But I think student, those who don't have that kind of exposure, they must go and see like what they are doing, how they are doing, and how different things are getting organized, because the managerial skills are also very important. And you can have it like for first year, and second year you can be a part of that club. And if you think like after that you are done, like you have the much knowledge, much context about what things are going on here, and you can leave them if they are hampering your studies or your preparation journey.
So like it is like kind of optional, you know,
Yeah,
it
it is kind of optional.
as
Like
a
if you have,
extracurricular.
yeah, if you have stage fear and if you have a fear of talking to people, then definitely you must go and get enrolled yourself in any club and you just explore there.
Okay, and did you do internship as well in your college
No.
years? You didn't did any internship?
No, the thing is like in our batch, COVID pandemic was there, and
Yeah, yeah,
the
actually.
time where we used to get internship calls from the companies, like it was hardly hit. So we hardly had any companies
We all were
visiting
sitting
for
at
us.
home that time.
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't it. Like few companies came. I remembered Barclays came, Fidelity Investment came, and all. So one of those company I went well till the HR round, but I was rejected. So I didn't did any internship. I focused on my project itself.
Like, yeah, my next question was about project only. Like, how much is project important?
Very much, I will say. Like
And how many
suppose
you
if
did?
you, I did three projects, and the top projects I will call like the full project, which I can say as an engineering student was two only. Third was very basic, so I don't include it in my resume also. So I did two projects. So the thing is like your project shows your problem solving ability. So doing CP, doing DSA is good. Like it will help you to ace your problem solving ability and build your logical thinking skill. But when you go for an interview which is scheduled for more than 1 hour or 45 minutes, you need something to show. Like you cannot just discuss on the problems like I solved this particular algorithm and all
Mhm.
and all. They are much more interested in choosing like candidate who has a very good innovative skills set with his projects, or which can show innovation when they join the company. So yeah, projects plays a very important role. And the company story which I told you, like I was
Yeah.
not interested in joining that company, so their projects were the thing, were the key elements which helped me to grab the offer.
So like projects are a must do.
Yeah, projects are from my perspective, projects are must do, because it shows you it shows like what you are learning and how you are applying them. Like getting the knowledge is okay, but how you are applying them in real time or solving the real time problem is key. Like every engineer must do those things. And I'm strictly against copying the project or making a clone of any project.
Yeah.
If you're making a clone also, then have some innovation, like put some innovative stuff on them, which you can discuss at the time of interview, or general, not from the point of interview also. Like you come here to do engineering and you're not doing any such kind of thing, and it's total wastage only.
Yeah, you need to explore, you need to be innovative more.
Yeah.
So like my next question would be ki, how is about resume? Like how much is it important to decorate your resume with good stuff, with good courses and all, with internships? Is it so important about resume? Is it so important to you maintain your resume, or like it is on campus, so you will definitely get a chance to sit in companies?
No, no. For on-campus also, they shortlist. There is an initial shortlisting, which is from your CGPA also, from your 10th, 12th also, and from your resume. Like there are some criteria they had, which they have fixed. We also don't know what percentage they give importance to those stuffs. But yeah, definitely resume is one of those stuff, and they go through your resume. And it is very much important that you keep your resume very much updated and neat. Like from neat, I would not say like use different font colors for all. Use design a ATS friendly resume. You can use, there are very different sites like Overleaf is there, and you can also get a score of your resume from resume.com. There are sites you can just go and check them.
So like resume also is important. Like most of the
Yeah,
shortlisting is done
resume.
on resume as well.
Yeah, and
I
in off campus, 80% resume. Even after getting a referral, also your resume must be very strong to get shortlisted.
in off campus, yeah, in off campus
Yeah,
definitely resume plays a role. Yeah, I also would like to share my story. Like I was selected in a company. I went till HR round, and then after, like, I didn't got a call. Like most of the people who were like not uh, that knowledgeable got role in that, and I was like, why is it happening with me? Then my mentor said like, your resume is not good. You have not done anything good. So I was like, okay, yeah. I realized that time, that resume is also so important.
Yeah, they screen you like they have a limited number of seats now. So suppose there is a tie between two students. So first criteria is like CGPA. Okay, so ye bhi same ho gaya. Then what they will do? They will just screen through your resume like what you have did in all the 3 years or 4 years of your engineering life. So keep it up to date. And in resume, what I think is courses are not very important. I didn't mention any course in my resume. So courses are not important. Projects plays an important role. Your practical experience plays an important role in your resume.
Yeah, practical exposure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Ritesh, we have had enough questions. And is there any advice before going that you would like to give to all the people out there who are in their first year and still confused like we were, and want to pursue a
Okay.
good career in this product-based company, software engineering? What they should keep in mind?
Okay. So I will just give a general advice, not very specific to product-based companies and all, because not every student aspire for that. And so there are many advice which I can give, but I will just give a few advice only.
Yeah.
First thing is like explore everything. Explore, enjoy your college life along with it. This time will not going to come again. Enjoy college life, explore, make friends, have fun, and at the same time have a proper attention to your academics also. Don't just don't just overdo things like which are necessary. Do those things and then start exploring stuffs like if you're interested in technical sites, so explore web development also, explore app development also, machine learning, data science, whatever you want, just explore those stuffs. And after spending 1 year on exploring yourself, have a proper like vision, like what you want to do now. Because I have seen many of my friends who were really good, and but they were kind of confused till the end of the third year. So they didn't did any preparation, not for the higher studies also, not for the placement also, not for any other stuff. So like they are kind of depressed now because they don't have anything in their hand. So don't do those things, like have fun, but at the same time have a proper vision also, what you want to achieve in life, what you want to become, and set small goals, not a very big target like so. And don't fantasize yourself with the company tags, like suppose you want to go into Google, Microsoft, Amazon, whatever it may be. Like have a criteria like this is a job, this is very good for me, and I can give my 100% there. Now it can be also in Amazon also, it can be a Google also, it can be any other startup also. So it does not matter, like your learning must be a first key element which you must focus on, and after that other things comes into the picture. And be consistent, like I have seen many of friends who were starting preparation who were started preparing for something like not very specific to companies. They opened startups, they did many other things, but after 1 month or 2 months they end up being हटाओ या छोड़ो बाद में देखेंगे. So don't do those things. Be very consistent. I know it's really hard, but once you get that consistency in your life or discipline in your life, everything is very easy and everything will be get lined up for you.
So yeah, Ritesh, actually, thank you so much for your advice to all the first years or second years, to all the engineering aspirants. It actually means a lot, and thank you so much for being on the show. So guys, that is it. I hope you liked this video so far. And if you have any doubts still left, you can reach out to us in comment section, or you can reach out to Ritesh as well directly. I'll mention his LinkedIn and Insta in the description below. He's a very generous guy. He'll definitely help you all out. Or you can reach out to me as well through my Insta and LinkedIn, which is in description below again. Thank you.